So y'all, we back with another video, man, on EBTK20, y'all. EBTK20 episode 12. Let's get right to y'all. It's really boy. So we going against the New Orleans Pelicans, y'all. It's really because Lonzo Ball is about to be taking tough shots, y'all. So it's really boy. We on the 11 game. When the streak, y'all, we about to be on the 12 game. When the streak, y'all, it's really boy. This is my crew, y'all. We're playing against the Pelicans on their home court, y'all. It's really boy. Oh yeah. Hey, yo, I'm going for that 6 triple double. Yeah, that's right. I'm going for that 6 triple double. Oh, saying, bro, yeah. I'm going for it. You only messing with the pictures, not chasing. Funny how they treat you when you love what it's taking. You got the wrong one, must have been mistaken. I ain't even hating, really just I'm going for that 6 triple double. I'm going for it, bro. I'm going for that 6 triple double, bro.
And just about to get underway as the starting five, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K, everybody. Tonight, the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, they've been an absolute juggernaut, still undefeated on the season. Truly amazing. They've played extraordinary basketball night in, night out. And here at the start,
going against Zion and Lonzo Ball. Going against Lonzo Ball and Zion, bro.
2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA.
Going against Zion
this is Kevin Harlan
and Lonzo Ball.
Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry.
You know what I'm saying?
And we'll be catching up a bit from... Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking. Hey, Dave.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
They are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Lights out there with Smooth. Then there's Prez. Then there's Slim. And it's James in the position.
Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots.
I like that.
Zion is the 4
like
with
that.
Favors at the 5. And it's
Lonzo Ball,
at
bro.
the 3.
Yo. He trash, bro.
Here's
Can I guard you?
He's covered by Ball. And
Y'all
Ball
just
comes
start
to help.
double-teaming.
It's
Y'all
good.
trash.
We've got great athletes tonight, Brent. Much of this game we think will be above the rim.
This is going to be fantastic. I hope we get out into some fast breaks where these guys have an opportunity to get their feet together, rise up, and get the fan. Not only them getting up, but the fans getting up out of
you
their
and
seats.
I will be getting up, though. We'll be standing up.
You for sure will be up.
Oh, I got Lonzo.
Smooth, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
I got Lonzo Ball. I got Ball. Lonzo, man. Look at him.
He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Houston.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Dang, bro, Lonzo Ball was 7 for 7 from the field last game, bro.
And it's the Pelicans.
That's some cheese. That's some cheese.
Ingram passes to Holiday. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Favors. It's Clark with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Drops in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Knocks it loose.
No.
Now, here's Ball. He started closer. And Ball slams it in.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
I just hate that, bro. Y'all got the double team, but y'all trash.
And here is Ball.
Trash.
A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And Derek Favors with the slam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Outside Holiday. Inside. Ball, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Here's Smooth.
With the reverse.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook.
With the
Insane.
reverse, boy.
Now
I'm
they're
too
starting to
good.
rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Rockets. Now the Clippers moving it up. And he dunks it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And last season,
I'm gonna take over, yo.
it
See, oh,
was a
no.
collection of
They
smaller
don't team coming.
guys who played big.
Well, they're very effective with those kind of lineups with shorter, very effective offensive players out there. And Lou Williams being a catalyst for what they were doing, coming off the bench and providing a spark. You know, in the fourth quarter, there was always an opportunity for the Clippers, if the game was close, to rely on Lou Williams to get the job done.
And again, New Orleans has no luck.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Double team on Holiday. Pass to Williamson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Holiday.
The defense.
And the
James.
reception by
The
James.
defense.
The pass to Ingram. Just 3 to shoot. Prez brings the double team. Over Prez. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Ball. He's getting around 8 points a game, 11 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game, 100% from the field.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Holiday, the pass to Ball.
I'm going for that 6. Triple double. I'm going for it, bro. I'm going for it. He taking 2 shots.
Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run.
Oh, that was something else.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
As Coach Schoenberg Bars.
Came to play, gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big
As
factor
Coach
in that one.
Schoenberg Bars and as Coach Schoenberg Bars. Yo, he's getting bro.
And stolen by James. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Ew.
Defensively,
Ew.
giving up far too many
Drew
open
Pitts.
rhythm looks.
The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all
Drew
season
Pitts.
from the free
Drew
throw
Pitts
line.
converting
Early
the
part of
3-point
the
play.
season,
He is
Brent, did
getting
you take a
the 3
while
points
to
the
get
old
back into the
fashioned
swing of
way.
things, or were you ready to go out of the gates?
In order to stay in the NBA, Kevin, I
you've
could not
gotta
do
be
that.
right, yeah.
I could not do that.
You played 14
I know.
years.
But I loved coming into training camp, being in tip-top shape. It really was something I took a lot of pride in. Is that I wanted to be going so that our practices for our coaching staff was something we could get through. Now, I understood the role of other guys on the team where it might take a little while for them to get going, but for my mindset and my confidence in the year, I wanted to make sure that the off-season and the work that I was putting in, because that's where players improve the most, I was going to come into camp ready to go.
Oh, yikes, look out below. About that finish.
Oof.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Yo, look at him, bro. Look at Ball. Yo.
Now here's Ball.
He's trash,
tightly
bro.
guarded. Pass to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12, and he didn't get
Taking
quite
2
enough of that
shots.
one.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
I'm gonna take over again, y'all. See all the new teams coming again, bro. Ain't Drew pissed. God, his takeover, yo.
Passes to Ingram. Holiday against James. They need this. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Clark's got his 4th rebound with that last one here.
Too much.
Yeah.
I like their
Oh,
focus
son,
coming
boy.
in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Ball.
The cheese.
Tipped,
Oh,
and he
free
gets it
boy.
back. Back to
I'll
Holiday.
play defense. I'll play
And it's Ball in the
defense.
corner.
I'll play defense.
And the Pelicans miss
Dummy.
again.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones. Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up
Throwing
a
it love
lead, I'd
to my
add 2
boy,
ingredients.
Junior James.
One would be
And
playing
James,
smart. The
God,
other one,
his
playing
takeover.
selfless. They've
Look.
done that tonight. Serve it up.
Yo, bro, he lost the ball, bro. He's making things harder for himself,
Dishes it to
bro.
Ingram.
He is making things harder for himself. Like, he trash.
From the
bro.
baseline.
No.
He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And going against
Free
New
throw line
Orleans, their
jump
first
shot.
meeting of the year.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I was talking about
150.
Jordan,
And
too.
Clark.
Yeah, it's
Duke
ridiculous.
Clark got his takeover,
Years that
yo.
Michael
Duke
Jordan
Clark
was
got his takeover.
underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing.
Well,
But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you
Now
to
he-
try
now he gotta
to
shoot
build a
threes.
team and a roster to put
Whoa,
out on
bro,
the
that's
floor
some
to
cheese.
play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way. And sometimes
Yo, he
unfairly
about to
for
make
guys
all
in terms of
three.
their competition and compensation to have to put
He missed.
maximums on what it is that players can.
Hey, Clark, I
Hayes
see
is
you.
checked in
I
for
see
New
you,
Orleans.
Clark.
Etwan Moore comes in for Ball. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Perez is checked in. To the middle. Here's Moore. Okafor trying to get open.
That's a good
The Clippers
defense.
grab the miss.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Moore with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside, Redick. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yo, alright, my bad, my bad. 7-0 though, bro.
Pass to Moore.
Bro, I have my minutes. I can play in the second quarter. Just 7-0.
Shot clock at 5.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Poked
yeah.
away. Okafor trying to get open.
The
It's going to
cheese
be a
out
24-second
for boy.
shot clock violation. They turn it
The
over.
cheese out for
Here
me.
now, a very select group of
the
players in the
cheese
NBA.
out
Big men who
of
can
food.
step away from the bucket and hit the three. Well, you look at Jay. He's absolutely, and not just a long-range gunner, but Etwan Moore, also
55 in the
blessed
second
great,
quarter, bro.
one of the NBA's best floaters.
I mean, he takes a lot of those mid-range shots, those floaters in the lane, and makes them more often than not. For a player standing 6'4", the ability to finish inside, providing that counterbalance to his three-point shooting.
Bro,
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Smooth. Prez out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Lights Out, and it's Clark in at the 5.
Yo, look at his rating.
When you think about how much
Bro, look
the ball
at
has
look at ball
to
rating,
throw,
bro. His rating, his free
factor in
throw,
how
his free
efficient
throw,
he is
his free
already.
throw rating is trash.
A new start for Lonzo
Rating
Ball.
is trash.
Massive Anthony Davis trade.
His free throw
over the
rating
summer.
is trash.
For Lonzo, things not
So
working
trash.
out in LA. I wonder if being away from
The
everything
Jordan
that
Curry
LA
slam,
offers up
boy.
is going to allow
The Jordan
Lonzo to
Curry
focus back
slam,
in,
boy.
both on playing
Yo,
and
Lonzo
on
Ball
making sure
free
his
throw
body is
rating
ready
is
for the rigors
trash.
of an 82-game season.
So trash.
And now the fast break. Prez with the ball, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And Perez,
Perez
guys
has
take
got
over.
5.
Dude,
Another good play. This is how they built the lead.
But,
Calling
yo,
on the right guy
Lonzo
at the
Ball
right time.
free throw rating.
Ball IQ is something that
Free
gets
throw
talked
rating
about,
is so
but
trash.
its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And with the Pelicans,
Lonzo
ball
Ball
can be
free
quite
throw
dangerous in an
rating.
Alvin Gentry offense.
It's
Yeah, this
trash,
up-tempo
bro.
style that Alvin likes to play, a lot of it
I'm
borrowed
saying,
from
bro, it's
7
so
seconds or
trash.
less offense of
Lonzo,
Mike
just
D'Antoni.
stop.
It's gonna
Just
be
stop,
very
bro. Just
exciting.
stop
They
shooting the
could
ball.
be a league
You
pass
trash,
team as
bro.
Lonzo
Just stop
Ball
shooting the
loves
ball.
to advance it
Just stop
with
shooting the ball,
pass,
bro. You
finding
trash.
players like
Pass it,
Ingram,
bro.
Holiday,
Pass
of
the
course
ball.
Zion Williamson on the break.
Lonzo Ball,
Could lead
like
to
you
some
trash.
exciting
You
basketball
trash,
in
bro.
the Bayou.
You trash.
Ball movement on this run
I'm about
has
to
been
go over again, yo.
fantastic
See,
and is a
no.
big part of why
The new team
they've
is
been
coming
able to
again,
get
bro.
these good looks.
Stolen.
Don't do that little hop.
Here's Smooth.
It's the reverse.
At this point,
It's
I
the
don't know
reverse,
what
boy.
you can
I'm too
do
good.
to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And here's the fast break. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is
Oh,
what happens.
you.
And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover.
Oh, yo. The defense.
Here's
Jordan
Smooth.
Pitts.
It's coming off an unbelievably high
He
scoring
dunked him,
game.
boy.
That is not possible. What we just
Look at
is
Lonzo
that
Ball,
possible?
boy. Look at
I think
Lonzo
it is,
Ball.
Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Look at Lonzo Ball, boy. I'm too good.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game.
Throwing the rod to my
And on
boy
our
Clark.
sideline, our reporter David Alder.
Throwing the rod to my boy Duke
Well,
Clark.
Lou Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the third time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
Yo,
Here's
no.
Williamson.
Why you shooting
And
that?
again, New Orleans
Why would you
has
shoot
no-
that?
They've shown
Why
some
would you
strength
shoot-
in the paint
why would
today.
you
Their
shoot
work
that?
on the board
Why you shoot
has been
that?
impressive.
Zion?
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
You dunked him, boy. You dunked him, boy. Dunking on Drew Holiday, bro. I'm saying, bro. Dunking on Drew Holiday.
Another steal. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter.
Yo, Ball, bro. You need to chill out.
Here's
You
Ball.
need to chill out.
Out of bounds.
The
Pelicans
James.
ball.
Out
New
of here,
Orleans
boy.
keeps possession. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for James.
You need to chill out. Lonzo Ball. You need to chill out, bro. You gotta chill out. You need to chill out. Just stop shooting the ball, bro. Like you so trash, bro.
Now here's Williamson. He's covered by Leonard. 5 on the clock. Here's Ingram.
No,
To end the drought. Tipped away.
the defense.
And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And he lays that one in. Smooth's got 47 points.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Holiday dishes to Favors. Kicks to Ingram. Now the pass to Holiday.
Oh yeah, get that back.
Here's Smooth, guarded by Holiday.
The hard swim, boy.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create
The hard
separation.
swim,
Game
boy.
plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry
Brady, the three
is
point
something
play,
to be
boy.
admired.
Getting the 3
Los
points.
Angeles shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here.
Duke Clark gonna take over
How do the
again.
Pelicans go from good to elite?
Well, raise your hand if you want more shooting. And I can see David Griffin raising his hand. That's what it's about for these guys. Tough to win in this league if you don't have the floor spacing. They're going to play at a great pace, but man, could they use a few shooters.
Ingram outside. That's tipped.
The defense. Oh yeah.
Williamson kicks the ball. Just 5 on the
Yo,
clock.
look at him, bro. The defense.
Lets the
The
three
cheese
fly,
out
and
for
they
boy.
force the shot clock violation. Great
The
D.
cheese out with here, boy. Stop playing with my defense. Stop playing with my defense.
LA's
Ball.
gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And that one's good by Clark.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
New Orleans gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose. And it's
Yo.
out of bounds.
Go, we're gonna start.
I got three 3-pointers. I got 11 steals.
And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
I got
Moment
11
now to check out the
steals.
numbers for Clark. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. And it says a
I
lot
got
that when
11
we see
steals,
numbers like
9
this from
assists.
him, we aren't
I need-
even
I
shocked.
need one more
He's
assist.
that good.
Yeah, we
I'll
really
get
have just
literally
grown to
triple
get used to his greatness.
The
And
defense.
that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Smooth.
Yes,
The
sir.
hard slam, boy.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
I'm gonna take over again, yo. See, y'all need to do
And the
teams. Come
Pelicans with the possession.
again, bro.
And it's ball in the corner. Shot to
No.
stop the run. No good.
Take 2
Say it,
shots.
but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
He taking 2
Teardrop
shots.
shot. And so
Yeah.
it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Now he 1 for 16. Now he 1 for 16, bro. He is trash.
There's a minute left in the first half.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Drew Pitts, play that defense.
On the wing,
Play that
Holiday.
defense.
A 23-point
Yeah.
game for him in the win against
That's
Houston.
good defense.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
And it's Clark with the finish.
At this point, I don't know
No
what you can do
pass.
to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Favors passes the ball. Back to Favors. Dishes it to Holiday.
No.
Launches it. And it's the Clippers
Oh.
with the rebound. Clark's got 11 rebounds in the game. Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Stop rushing. Holiday, just stop.
Down low. Leonard against Ball. Here's Williamson.
The cheese.
And it's
Out with here, boy.
It's going to be out of bounds. The
The
Pelicans will retain
cheese.
possession.
Out with here, Zion. Zion, bro. Zion, bro. The cheese. Out with here. Don't play with my defense. Stop playing with my defense. Just stop.
I opened it for you.
Here's Holiday. Stolen away. Here's Smooth. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And so it's Los Angeles holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
Best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, you live by the three and you die by the three. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
That's my sixth triple
And with a big gap on the
W.
scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 roaming the paint. So look at that.
360 boy.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points. Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. With injuries and trade demands from their top player, it was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
I'm gonna take over again, yo. See all them dumb teams.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here's Ingram. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's stolen by Prez. All alone and finished off by Prez.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coaching change comes
Windmill, boy.
But Alvin Gentry continues as head coach with the Pelicans.
Well, a good reason for that is the previous relationship that Alvin Gentry had with David Griffin during their times in Phoenix. They've done a tremendous job of setting the table here. A new infusion of talent, different coaches, a change in front office, a new direction from the ownership group. And this is going to give Alvin Gentry the runway to grow and learn.
Dang, bro.
Tremendous young
That's a
player.
blocking foul right there.
The call will be against
That's a
Lonzo
blocking
Ball.
foul right there, bro.
That's his first foul. Here's Smooth. Non-stop scoring machine here.
Hey, give it to Drew Pitts. I'll give it to him, bro. He wide open.
Lights out. Taken away by Holiday.
Well, bro,
I tell you what, they've got a nice reservation for him over on the bench. If he keeps this up, 4th turnover already.
Okay, Aaron Rose, no more.
And they get it.
All right,
It's Clark with the rebound.
no more turnovers. No more turnovers.
12, you're already in the
No
game.
more. No more turnovers.
Plays it up and banks it
No
in.
more turnovers.
7 points for Lights Out.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Double team on Holiday to the inside. Another steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Out left to the wing.
Take 2 shots.
Wide open look. No good on the triple.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Let me get that ball.
Smooth passes to Lights Out. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Yes, sir. Lights Out's got 4 this quarter.
As this offense been running, I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Favors dishes to Ingram. Cloak loose. And here we go. Clippers running again. Oh, boom. He jams it straight down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And now the Clippers on the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Bro,
Ingram with the steal.
Yo,
Here's Williamson.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 2.
He said again at 1:31 in the third quarter, bro.
1:30 left here in the third quarter. Ingram comes with the double team.
Look at the ball, boy.
All night they've asked him to
ball,
shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Look at the Lonzo ball, boy. I'm too good. Look at the Lonzo ball.
And here are the Pelicans now. Now ball. With the floater.
Take the 2
it's hauled
shots.
in by the Clippers.
I'm gonna take over again, yo. They all need to do to it's coming again, bro.
And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Here's Okafor. Moore outside. 6 to shoot. It's Ingram atop the key. To end the cold streak. Excellent D there from George.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hold on, bro. Drew Piss is a shooting guard. And James is a power forward. And Duke Clark is a center.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul George with the
Defense,
steal.
PG,
Here's Smooth.
13.
Wow, hammering it in.
The hard slam, boy.
All of that starting
The
right
hard
there
slam,
with
boy.
the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
To the inside. Ball.
The cheese out with free boy.
Defensive stalwart so far.
The cheese out with free boy.
Greg
Not
protecting
in
the
our
rim.
pants.
Love the hustle.
Yeah, the defender all over.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. Second free throw, no good. But they'll get another chance. The second chance effort. Misses the shot. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this.
The cheese out for the boy.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Ivica Zubac is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Smooth. Then there's Prez. And it's Williams at the 2 spot.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of them. He swipes the ball away again.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. Knocked loose, nabbing another steal.
Just a suffocating defensive performance.
And he's made history, GA. A new third-place mark for most steals in a game.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Alexander Walker. And here we go. Clippers running again. And another one.
LeBron James. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA. Really taking it to the opposition.
I'm going to take over
Here's
again.
ball.
Y'all see all need to do to scream again, bro.
Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? I mean, no, it can't be that. Well, I don't know if...
I mean, if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that.
Passes it to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker. That one's off. Still out of sync.
No, we're not giving gold, bro.
Another bucket. Wow.
It's all good.
He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Williams. And another steal for him.
And he has been an absolute thief on the floor. Another steal.
Craig, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him. Ball, the pass to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Williams. He swipes the ball away again.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
Oh, he is so fast. Gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye, and Greg, the steal numbers are unreal. Nabbing another steal.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it, and he's actually tied.
Yeah, I got 23 steals.
The record for the most steals in a game.
Too good, bro.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now.
Defense.
Clark, he's checked in for Zubac. James comes in for Montrezl Harrell. And lights out subbed in for Lou Williams. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
He swipes the ball away again.
He's stolen his way into the record books.
A new single-game high. GA for steals.
Just controlling that defensive backcourt, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference. And like this crowd, I'm still in disbelief at how he's completely kept this offense under his thumb.
You look at all the steals, let's just say you don't see this every night.
Steal after steal after steal. This is amazing. He's got to be a thorn in the side right now for the opposing coach.
Miller outside. The pass to Alexander Walker.
Defense.
And he can't stop this route. Another miss. Here's Smooth. And another three for the Clippers.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their
on the road to my boy Clark.
An absolute pest on the defensive end.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Hayes dishes the ball. Miller outside. New Orleans moving the ball around. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot He'll be shooting two.
That's a full foul, Clark.
Signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams. 1/3 of the league all NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective. Only 8 players have ever done that in league history.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. In 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development. It's going to keep this team competitive.
Nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Brent, kind of a musical chair situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise. This season,
the cheese out for Bush. The cheese out for.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks. And now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
Here's Hart. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Smooth. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Got a piece of it.
Ouch.
And that one is hammered home.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Here's Hart. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Jay's checked in for James. Paul George comes in for Prez. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lights Out. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Smooth. And count it from 19 feet away.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
I'm too good, bro.
Here we go, one-on-one.
Jay.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. James checked in for Clark. Prez comes in for George. And lights out subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Alexander Walker passes to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker. Not many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this. Does it make it harder or easier for the super team?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics.
Okay, I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with
Stop
somebody
playing
who
with my
always thought
defense.
you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Come on, Jay, bro. You gotta win it. You gotta win it. Come on, bro.
And the Clippers have
I like
possession.
that.
Prez passes to
right
Smooth.
here, you know what I'm saying, bro? Oh, yeah,
Here's
Jay.
the lob to the hoop. Another possession.
Going in
Another
loud to my
assist.
boy, Jay.
The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
The Pelicans shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. And that's
Tipping the ball out of bounds.
to retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Inside, Alexander
Defense,
Walker.
James.
Cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Oh, such
Prez
a beautiful
throwing it loud
pass
to me.
to set that
Prez throwing it loud to me.
Pretty, but the finish was angry.
I'm gonna take over again, y'all. See all the do team. It's coming.
And
Again,
turnovers
bro.
have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of
The
taking care of the
defense. Drew Pitts.
Smooth passes to Jay. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around.
Jay got to take over, and Drew Pitts got to take over.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
To the middle, here's Alexander Walker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was
Get
just
them, boy.
perfect. And haven't we seen that a few
Get them, boy.
times today, guys? I mean, their defense
too good.
has got to have a little bit more
Get out
time.
of my paint. Get out of my paint, bro. Bro,
And
too
here's
good.
New Orleans now.
Yo, you got him, bro.
And another turnover here by New Orleans.
Yeah.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Okafor is checked in for Hayes. And then for the Clippers, Zubac
Come on,
is checked
bro.
in for James, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Prez. And the Clippers call time here. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the NBA.
I'd like to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Here's more.
No.
Almost.
That's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time he hits it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right
James,
for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Smooth.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
And here's James outside. And another three for the Clippers.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Miller outside. Melly passes to Moore. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do that.
And another assist for him.
Well, he's now tied for third all-time in the record books for most assists in a game.
GA, he's been playing all game long like he knows exactly when and where to pass the ball. It's incredible.
And to notch 28 assists in a single game, it's something you just don't see anymore. He's among the greats.
No, I'm gonna get to him. Maybe man.
Gets the 3-point
265.
The truth is they've had control
56 is the final score, yo.
Team tonight,
265.
getting out on the road, playing with
56 is the final score,
confidence, fully.
All right, let me check these stats. I had 134 points, 7 boards, 28 assists, 32 steals, bro. 32 steals. And I had 7 blocks. I had 5 turnovers. I had 14 3-pointers. I had 34 dunks. And Duke Clark had 34 points, 16 boards. He got a double-double, 6 assists, 5 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover. He missed 3 shots. He missed 3 3-pointers. He had 3 dunks. James had 20. James got a triple-double, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Me, James got a triple-double, and he had 20 points, 11 boards, 15 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 1 turnover. He shot 90%. He was 2 for 2 for 3-point. He had 3 dunks. Magic Johnson had another good game, bro. He had 16 points, 5 boards, 9 assists, 2 steals. He was 7 for 9, and he shot 67% for 3-point. Jay had 15 points. Jordan Pitts had 13 points. PG had 12 points. You know what I'm saying? Prez had 7 points. Lou had 8 points.
In control for this win.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
The
continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
See you next time. Boy. Our next game going against Trae Young, the Hawks. It's lit, y'all. It's lit, y'all. If y'all like this video, man, like and subscribe to the chamber from that post. This dude is he was 2 for 23 from the field, bro. 2 for 23 from the field, bro. And he was 1 for 7 for 3-point. You trash, Lonzo. 1 for 7, bro. 3-point and 2 for 23. Oh, if y'all like this video, man, like and subscribe to the chamber post notification bell so you never miss a upload. And go follow me on PS4 y'all at channel 112593 and sub to my second channel, Antonio Pitts. Peace, I love y'all, and I'll see you guys in my next video. It's lit, y'all.